Yeah, so the word automotive talks about the road vehicles. So automotive, the word came from the Greek language. Auto means self, okay, self-drive, and motive means it's a motion. So that is the word automotive we referred. Means motion means the movement of the vehicle. Okay, is it clear, right? The automotive. So if an engine is started, right, like in the vehicle, if the car or the bikes or any part, okay, so railway or even the trains, the which the vehicle will start moving or any mission need to run. So always the engine is the one who need to start. Okay, so then only remaining thing can will be accelerated. Okay, so that is a major issue. So about the automotive word. So you can write down the same automotive from say Greek language. Auto means self and motive means motion. That is a movement. Okay, you can write down that. You can write down this sentence. Okay, so primarily the what is the function of the automotive is so here we say the power. So power is from the engine we'll get, and control. Yeah, control is like the braking system or acceleration. All this will be part of a control and move the vehicle. So because of moving of the vehicle, we require the power. Okay, so the main intention of the system is the engine, transmission, braking, steering, suspension. So this will be all or the essential components. So this will be controlled by the microcontroller system where it will be activated. So here engine is the responsible for generating of the power, and so nowadays the vehicles are coming up with the batteries as well. So that is a battery vehicle, we can say. Battery is also part of a charging. So from the charging it should be the power should be carried to the motors. Okay, so the engine is the responsible for generating the power and converting that fuel into the energy. So okay, mechanical to the electrical energy. It is a part of the conversion it will be happening. So whenever this conversion is happening, the power so whenever you are increasing your acceleration, the power will be increased in the engine. Then the torque means the wheels have some speed, so that will be increased. Okay, so that is the torque will be distribution to the four wheels, whatever the vehicle car we have, no? So it should be distributed among all. So that is a main function of the automotive. It is not only the cars, trucks, as well as the bikes and all the road transport like autos or anything, tractors. So this all will be a part of a automotive. And next, the brakes are used for to slow down and stop the vehicle. Okay, while the steering control system, steering is used for directioning of the wheel. And suspension it is used for the smooth and comfortable ride by the passengers and who are sitting in the car. So they it will be like whenever you are getting the vibrations in the vehicle, so this all will be controlled, the suspension in the if roads are have some junks all, that will be controlled by the suspension system. And the electrical components, so the batteries and alternators and the system, so like it will enable to start the vehicle. So once you start the vehicle, you will give some speed, right? Like you will give the acceleration. Whenever you will give the acceleration, so all the inputs you are giving it and output, the engine speed or the acceleration, brake control, everything will be activated. Okay, so that will the operate it should do. So mainly like as a part of a testing, yes, we need to test the safety and reliability of the software. So whatever the automotive software, so we are giving to the customer and so that we are testing the software. Remember this guys. So we are testing only the software of the product. Software. Okay, we are testing only the automotive software. Okay, not the hardware. and not the system. So we are testing the software which it will control in the controlled by the system. So control in the system is like all the information it will be given in the controller. Okay, so and automotive domain activities like whatever your picture you are seeing, just it is the engine related. Okay, so automotive testing and development of new features are crucially accepted for automotive industry because if you see nowadays, like every feature should have a new implementation or new development. Okay, so that is taking place daily basis, and even all companies also have the competition to it. Okay, so that's how the testing, automotive testing and development of the new features always required for the customer end. And we are testing the software, and it should, whatever the testing software, it should be a quality, and we should follow the standard. Okay, so means the safety standards and quality standards. So whenever you will give the quality and some safety measures you will follow, then the software will be preferred. Okay, so that is what the automotive domain activities yeah, like usually we are doing it. And so always whatever the development and the safety features we will follow. So similarly the development features also will be involved here, because the Volvo or some Benz or Daimler, some BMW, all those custom, there are the manufacturers. Okay, so what they will do when they are when they are establishing or making the new model, so they should be established. Okay, so they should come up with the new features, new requirements, so that they were going to develop those features like related to hardware or software. They should follow, and whatever they are developing, that will be tested. And some features they are going to make a simulation. Simulation is the it is a representation of the physical property, but it is not a physical, just it is a simulation. Okay, so we'll understand in detail about the simulation. And the prototype, like we whatever we are doing the simulation, no, so that we are making that it is in walking in the real roads, like if you say. So instead of testing our software in the real vehicle, we are testing it in the simulation platform. Okay, it is a means of for that that features we are doing it. So and like more nowadays, like we are coming with the more on the artificial intelligence and machine learnings. So this is also adding the features. Means artificial intelligence is like how the system can be controlled by us. Like it will give some information or some features. Like instead of the tools we are reading, right? So what is the problem? Is there any problem in the car? So this artificial will intelligence will help us to identify the what is the problem, where is the problem, how to overcome. So those problems will be this AI will help us. This AI, so this we need to develop and we need to test it. Okay, and moreover, whatever the automotive testing and development, so this will be plays very major role towards the safety and reliable and innovative. So this is all about the automotive testing, like the overall development or the testing phase. What are the technologies will be involved in the domain? Okay, so and coming to the types of testing, so we usually do the unit level testing. So unit level means a testing of the individual components or the softwares. Integration testing is so where we are integrating the different units and components to work together. And system testing is where we are testing the software in the real world environment, we can say. And these are some of the types of testing we usually follow in the automation. And automotive software testings, yes, this is essentially like we require to test the full functionality of the software, because each and every interface should act when you are developing some software for steering. It should interface with the other controllers also. That is a very important and essential. Okay, and coming the data where it should be considered. Okay, and moreover, uh, it should both, like when some driver is driving the car, we should focus the visual and audio effect as well. We usually follow with the audio and visual data. So inside the or outside the car and vehicle and it is surrounding as well. So the control, whatever the system, right? The control system means that some control system is like one operation where it will do the input and output of the operations. So similarly, the control means the control system here. So control system is responsible for taking of the input data and output of the information. So what it will follow, it will focus towards the movement of the vehicle and the routes and road conditions and traffic conditions and obstacle. Means whenever this driverless cars are traveling on the road, right? So and they should not only drive, they should focus towards the traffic, how it is affecting, if any objects or obstacles are there on the road, how it should be controlled, and the road conditions, like what is like a 30 60 or kilometer, there is a cars or something it is there, so that will be controlled. If there is a route, so if route is there or not, so that should be controlled. There are many areas. So autonomous cars is like the futures of the vehicle, where it should be all factors should be considered and should be drive. Okay, that is a major in the major thing in the self-driving cars. Okay, so that is a future. How do we define the self-drive car? So the autonomous system drives whatever the environment we have now. So the environment is like a roads or the vehicles or objects, anything that outside. So it will be reading the information with the help of the sensors. Okay, so the sensors, it will sense the information, the program inside the controller. So in controller will take the action. Okay, if there is a sensor, so like example, if you take the person is going towards the in office, okay, in near to the entrance, he need to swipe. When he will swipe, the door he able to allow him to access. Similarly, the doors opening system. So whenever the person enters near to this door, the doors will be automatically opening, right? So this is the sensor is detecting, taking the information, and that information is giving to the controller. And the controller, what it will do, it will do some output of the action is the doors opening. So similarly, this driving self-driving means it should take the information from the roads and it will giving to the controller, and the controller will give the information to the steering or brake or anything. It should be automatically control and drive the system. So that's how the self-driving will define. And so what are the other controllers we sensors we can be considered? So we have the ultrasonic sensor, radar sensor, light detection and ranging, that is the LiDAR. And there are some other sensors in the cars. Okay, so what it will do, it will detect all the information from the roadside, and it will control automatically and it will give the information. That's how this data will be considered. And moreover, the whatever the information that is fetching, right? So it should detect even the water, or whether it is a land, whether it is a road, or such information also is a very ancient, because there is a route, a road is there. In the route, the vehicle cannot drive, so it should read whether the vehicle able to enter into the road or land side. So that information are also required for the sensors. If there is a lake is lake is a full plain, right? There is will be the water. The vehicle cannot sense and it should not jump into the water. So that is also very danger act for the autonomous drive system. So that's why this self-driving, we need to make ensure whatever the sensors that we are keeping in the vehicle, it should be programmed in such a way to escape from the situation. That is how the self-driving system will be considered. Okay, so for that, like active safety system, we say the active safety system is constantly monitoring the surroundings of the roads, like objects, and whether it is a road or line. So if you see there is a white lines will be there. So this will be the lanes we call, and there will be the front the other vehicle is going on. So like it should sense the whether the what is the front vehicle is going, and how should be get taking this information to the controller, and this should be fetched. Okay, So because if the front vehicle is nearer, then there is a scope of getting accident, right? So that it will be impact. So to avoid that, uh, there will be a pre-impact. Like so, before happening only accident, we need to control it. So that is the active safety system, we can say. So this active safety system, it will help us to drive more control on the dangerous situations. Means when some vehicles, when it comes in the critical or nearer to the before accident, so it will be getting alert, or so that will be the active safety system. So examples is ABS, we say ABS is anti-braking system, EESC emergency steering control. So whenever you are not able to control your steering, so automatically it will control. And AEB, automatic emergency braking. And LDW, so land driver warning, you can say. So whenever the land white lines will be there, no, so if something is not correct, so it will be automatically controlled. So that will be the LDW. Okay. So the Society of Automotive Engineer, SAE, so it is a industry standard scale. So they will vary from 0 to 5 levels. Okay. So or whatever the cars we are developing for automotive driving, so it's nothing like they are keep on increasing working for the active safety system and passive safety system for self-driving of the vehicle. Means before collision or after collision also, they should drive and they should protect the passengers in the car. So that is the main intention. So they have the 5 levels. Okay, so you can say that the levels. What are the 6 type of autonomous vehicles? So we'll understand this process. So if you see the vehicles, it have all the sensors and Wi-Fi. So in the image, if you see, so similarly to establish full function, means there is no driver in the car. So it is just driving automatically with the help of the signs, road directions, and with respect to the front vehicles, how it can read the information and it will senses. So these are like some part of road line marks. Okay, so those 6 levels are the level 0. So at level 0 is there are no autonomous features. Means like our basic cars, we can say they don't have sensor support more. Okay, he need to monitor and he need to control all the vehicle. And level 1, there are cars that one can handle at a time, like automatic braking. So like emergency braking, at least we have one feature. Level 2 is uh, like uh, like brake controlling or steering controlling. It will be level 2. Level 3, at least here, level 3, level 4, level 5 are there will be no driver. It's not much required. Okay, so now we are in a still level 2 condition. And level 3, level 4, level 5 are the upcoming features to work on the car. So level 4, if you see, there is no driver in the car. Level 3, there is a driver, but he is not controlled towards the steering or braking. Okay. So level 5 is there is no brakes required, no steering is required. It will automatically control the speed, automatically apply the brakes. So that is a level 5 automation. So you can write down levels of autonomous driving. Levels of autonomous driving. Levels of autonomous driving. So we it will be categorized into driver assistance, that is a driver assistance DA. You make it empty kg and write down this levels of autonomous driving. So driver assistance, that is a DA, and autonomous driving AD. Okay, so DA is it will the system provides the driver support, and autonomous driving is where system perform most of the operations. Means automatic driving, you can say. Okay, so like we divided into L0. L0 is no automation. L1 is driver assistance. L3 is partial automation. And L3 is conditional automation. L5 is high automation. And this is L5 is a full automation. You can make these levels. You can write down these all levels. So ఇది ఏమైతే I mean whatever these levels are there, right? So like it will be the futures in the car. Okay, so those futures are we are working for the software for the vehicles. Okay, so whatever level 0 to level 2 is the driver assistance. Driver assistance means driver support is required to drive. And level 5 is autonomous driving. So instead of drivers, we have a sensors. So the sensors will walk for driving of the activity. Okay, is it clear, right? Yes. Okay, you once you completed, let me know. So like level 0 to level 2 is we need to have a eye, keep on high, and we need to keep on control on the hands also. Means that much concentration is required when you are driving the vehicle. And here L3 means just we are away for the steering. Automatically it will control the steering and we need to just look into it. Okay. And level 4 is you can sleep, you can remove your hands, still that vehicle is can drive. Okay, and we'll discuss individually. Level 0 is the driver is responsible for all the aspects of driving. Okay, so here there is no automation. The driver should drive his vehicle. Next is level 1. So level 1 is it talks about any one feature should be required for driving of the car. So there is a land departure one means whatever the roadside or something assistant is should be but any one thing should it be controlled. Level 2 is the driver able to make the braking system and acceleration. It automatically controlling when the driver is required. But here the driver is required. Okay, so the vehicle features have the 2 or more automated systems that works in random to assist the driver with steering and braking and acceleration. Okay, one after the other. So it will help us to the drivers to support. So like we are our cars are advanced, so we are working up to level 2 only. Now we are working for the L3 softwares. Okay, it is clear, right? Whatever the current I am working or you are going to work for the softwares, it will be a level 3 kind of softwares in future. And currently we are in L2 cars now. Okay, so level 3 is a conditional automation. So, like steering and braking, everything, it will be managed by the cars. And level 4, so level 4 is where all the whatever the driver activities that will be taking control by the vehicle system. So it will read all the information and it will control automatically. So, mean to say the level 5 is completely established. There is no human presence is required. L4, at least the person is required, at least he need to monitor whether the car is going in right direction or not.